Hey guys, what is up? It is the Naughty Investor here. Hope you are all having a great day. I have work later today, so my day's going alright. I'm not sure if I got that job I was talking about in my last video. We'll give it a week's time, we'll see. But it'd be nice if I get it. Keep your fingers crossed for me. So let's get into today's video, and that is how do you evaluate ICOs. And everyone has different techniques, and in this video I'm just going to give you a very broad, very open way of looking at ICOs and how to evaluate them, because it really depends on how much time you want to spend. But there are more in-depth videos out there, but my video is I'm going to try and keep this brief, and in a future video I will do a more in-depth one. But make sure you watch this one, because this one will give you an idea of where to look for ICO, like not where to look for ICOs, but in ICOs. What are you looking for? What's going on, what is happening. So with that said, let's get into it. So the first thing and the biggest for an ICO is the value proposition. What problem is the ICO trying to solve? What is it going to bring to the table? Anyone could just make an ICO, just slightly different than Bitcoin, just a tad bit different than Bitcoin, and say, hey, look, there's a new coin out, everyone, buy it, make me a millionaire. And most people aren't that stupid. You have to have a proposition. There has to be something that this ICO offers that other ones don't offer, or that this one offers in a better way, an improved way, a faster way, a way with lower fees. So if we look at an ICO like Robinhood, which I may do a video on this week, their problem they're trying to solve is, the ridiculous trading fees in crypto exchanges, the speeds, the convenience, the user friendliness. That's the problem they're trying to solve, and that's a legitimate problem in the cryptocurrency world. So Robinhood has a very good value proposition, right? It's all about what problem is this ICO trying to solve. What the fuck was that? I have no idea, but that pissed me off. I think it's just wind. Next thing. So we got the value proposition. Next thing is the team, and that is who's on the team, what are their previous products, do they have social media in their previous companies. And right off the bat, you're going to want to see, people with previous products. I mean, yes, there are going to be some people on the team who might just be brand new, but you have to have some experienced people on there. If you don't have any experienced veterans, crypto veterans, or even just software veterans, experienced people, I would stick away from that ICO. Young people are great. I'm a young person, but you want to mix youth and experience. That's the best way to mix things, because the youth will have the ambition, the willingness to take risks, and the older experienced people will have the level-headedness to balance that out. It's all about balance. So the team is very important. What are their previous companies? That's another thing. How well did their previous companies do? What was the return on investment? Were they bought out? What happened to the previous companies? Why'd they leave? Things like that you're going to really want to look into, because that's very, very important. So the team is very important. Now, we have value proposition down, we have team down. The last thing is advertising. How much is spent on ads, if you could get a hold of that information, or just if you see it yourself. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see how much is spent on ads, and you're going to want to look at how spammy the ads are, what type of ads they are. So if you see, those, if you're on like some sketchy website and you can see an ad in the top corner, buy this coin, make quadruple your money bought within 1 year, that is a type of spammy ad. And I put ads on here, advertising, it's probably the least important, because there's a lot of exceptions. There are good ICOs that have done spammy ads, there are bad ICOs that haven't, but it is an important thing, because it generally frames the image of the company behind the ICO. Robinhood has great advertising. It's really well designed, great marketing. The name of Robinhood I don't like too much,
which for those of you who don't know, I think I mentioned it in the video. Robinhood is an ICO that is happening this week. I think it's 4 days away now, and I might do a video on that. If you guys want, comment below if you want a video on that. But advertising is important because it frames the image of your company. If your company is spamming crap everywhere and they have like computer bots on Twitter, hey, buy this ICO for every hashtag that has Bitcoin in it. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Like, those Twitter bots that people have out, which I've actually made a Twitter bot before, but not for that purpose, just for fun. They're actually pretty neat. But yeah, if they have those out, you're going to want to try and stick away from that company unless 1 and 2 on the list, value proposition and team, are super good. So you want to get at least 2 out of 3 on this list to be able to say, all right, this fits the bill, this is a good company. If just advertising isn't good, then you could, I guess, overlook it, but it's just there to be careful. It's just there to be careful. And that's really it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I tried to make it under 10 minutes. I wanted to make it very broad of just where to look, what you're looking at in an ICO, because a lot of ICOs don't really tell you much until you really look into them. You're going to want to look into their white papers. You're going to want to look into, their team, their value proposition, their advertising. You're going to want to look on YouTube, check out channels like mine, see if there's any reviews of the ICO out where people like me could, who have been involved in cryptocurrency for years, could unearth some things, explain some things, make it a little bit easier for you. And yeah, that's really it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. It helps me out a ton. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.